What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's doing good. It has been a minute, so I hope everybody's all right. Today we're just out. We're just going for a ride. Little update, the car battery did die. So the car was sitting for about 2 days, Friday and Saturday, or it was Thursday and Friday, one of them, I think Thursday and Friday. I'm not exactly sure what killed the battery. I think it was the alarm. The alarm was going off on the car early in the morning. I did hit the keys so the alarm went off, but I wasn't sure. I'm not sure how long the alarm was on for, so I'm pretty sure that's what drained the battery. I did go on the forums. I did see that this was a common thing, that the alarm is very sensitive. I think the alarm went off on this car once before, but I caught it really quick. This time I don't know how long the alarm was on for, so I'm pretty sure that's what killed the battery. I was reading on the forums that the alarms in Maserati are extremely sensitive. Not sure what happened, but that's it. I do think I am gonna get a battery for this car soon, before the winter really sets in and it gets cold outside. I think that might be the wise move. So yeah, it's just an update on the car. I have seen on the forums that people do suggest that you put this car in a tender. I don't put the car in a tender because I drive it every day, every other day, every 2 days or something like that. But I have realized that I'm not driving it far enough. Okay, so I don't really drive. Again, I maybe drive 2-3 miles, you know what I mean? If I do get in the car, so I'm not really driving nearly enough. So I do need to keep this car on a tender or a battery charger, whatever. So that is the next thing I'm probably gonna be getting for this car. It did not come with the Maserati tender. It didn't come with the tender, the toolkit, the air compressor, none of that. So I will be buying that for this car. They're saying the C-Tech. That's the one I keep seeing that everybody has. That's the one I might go with. Guys, let me know in the comments, what is the best battery tender for this car if you don't have the Maserati one? Guys, let me know. So I'm gonna hook this arm up so you guys can follow me on the ride. Keep up, ride with me basically. And so yeah, I'm actually gonna show you this Ghibli and how these people just park next to it. Hold on. So you guys see that? I'm not gonna lie, the guy in the Ghibli, he did take up 2 spots. One behind him. But that's crazy. All these spots over here, look at this, look at this. Look at the second row, back there. 3rd row, 4th row. They parked there. You can't make that up. But let's get on this ride, guys. Okay, so if you haven't already, hit that like, share, subscribe button for me. Hit that notification bell. Turn on all post notifications. Hit that drop menu down. When the drop menu comes down, select all. So when I do drop a video, you guys are notified about everything that comes onto the channel. All right, so let's get on. I As you guys know, I don't really talk too much during the rides. We really just let the car talk. cars. Still got some spots I missed though. Those are water spots. Pretty good. Where this car is like, it's one of those cars that it feels like a life-size version of a car you used to have as a kid. It's a weird feeling. Sometimes I catch myself just looking at it like. And this car came out a little bit after, way after I was collecting model cars, but still. Just gives you that Alright, let's get back in. So today I really just wanted to talk about some of the other cars that I wanted to bring to this channel. Some of the other cars you guys will see, coming over the next few years. This car was the start to the channel. This car really, I needed a new car, and I love this car at the same time. It's one of my dream cars. So this car really, really kicked off a lot of me. Getting the chance to be able to open up to you guys. Coming out of my shell a little bit. Also giving me a chance to get into the car game, car scene. I always wanted a car that I could. I like unique cars that stand out, but this was like the first car that, to me, it's like an accomplishment, sort of like a statement piece, so, this one really, to me, was the perfect car to kick off the channel with. This car will be, forever here. It won't be going anywhere, guys, so everybody in the Granturismo community, the Maserati community, who watches this channel, this car is always going to stay. So we're going to be able to see this car age on camera. We're going to be able to see this car age, while it's being driven. Because you guys know, I have two cars, but this is my main car right now that I like driving, at least till the snow hits. So, I will eventually get rims on this car. This car doesn't really need much. It really doesn't need a lip kit. It doesn't need side skirts. It doesn't need a rear diffuser. All that stuff, depending on how you do it, looks good, aftermarket wise. But stock wise, if you guys see this car in person, it doesn't really need anything. Like a Lamborghini and Ferrari, most of the supercars, they don't really need much, if anything, so, I want you guys to know that this car will always stay here for the most part. I love this car. I've wanted this car since high school when it came out. Being able to finally own one, getting a chance to, kid, I collected model cars, a whole bunch of them. So this is, I've definitely been a car guy, as a kid. Even, my parents, went to car shows. My father used to go to car shows. Father and a few of his friends all used to go to car shows. Used to fly to Detroit to go to car shows. Go to Philly to go to car shows. So it was an out of state thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't just me going to the local show. You know what I mean? Around your corners. I really used to get on a plane to do this. You know what I mean? So drive to do it. So I've always been in the cars. So this car will always be in the fleet. Eventually, I do want to get a garage or a warehouse. I like cars anyway. If I wasn't vlogging and didn't have a YouTube channel, I would still collect cars. I still love cars. So eventually, now that we do vlog, I do want to get a warehouse, that could really act, I guess, like a production studio, so you guys can see, all the cars that eventually come into the fleet. We can record driving, good things happening with them, bad things happening with them. With the battery with this car, I didn't get a chance to record. That was I had a lot of other things going on too. Next thing, everything else that goes on with this car, I will be trying to record it. That I just didn't get a chance to. And it wasn't that major, guys. As soon as I, put the battery, the charger on the battery and charged this battery up, it really, kind of got back to normal, after it was fully charged. So don't really worry about it if your battery goes dead. But, I really want you guys to be able to keep up with the channel, and keep up with, even the guys who, view this channel specifically for the Granturismo. I still want you guys to keep up with it. My channel isn't really going to be like most other car YouTubers, where it's like, you see them get a car, sell a car after they get content out of it. That's not really how my channel is going to work. Mine is more so, my cars stay. So you guys will see me buy a new car, another car, but you're gonna also see this car stay. You know what I mean? So mine isn't. This channel really won't be like others where we, buy cars, get content out of them, and then just, kind of get rid of them. That's not really, the point of this channel. The point of this channel is for you guys to be able to see the collection age eventually, and for us to grow together and learn about these cars together, and basically for us to, in a sense, own them together, a few cars that's on the list, the 560 SEC AMG Mercedes, with the wide body kit, and with the wide body kit with the hips on the back, with the 3-piece aero wheels. That's most likely what I'm looking for next. If not a vintage Aston Martin, the SEC is, it's completely different price point. But, in terms of, just cars period, 560 SEC, Aston Martin Vantage, V8, perhaps with a manual, with a color interior would be nice, green, blue, something like that. But, I want a Skyline, R33, or R32. 33 is the first option. You guys already know I want a Murcielago. That's really, the goal, as soon as possible. But Murcielago, LP640. What else is on? Hold on, guys. Let me see. I got the list for you. So, yeah, so the next cars that I really want on the list, F355 or 308, they're interchangeable. A 928 Porsche, maybe perhaps really a Strosa kit on it. The 560 AMG, the SL500 R129, specifically with a Generation 1 AMG kit on it. I want to also redo my father's cars, so he had an R129 I want to redo, and I also, with MAE wheels on it, black interior with a black body, and I also wanted he had the a 380 SL, 3-piece wheels, chrome lip, custom convertible top, the petrol green body. If you know what guys on what petrol green is, if you know that car, petrol green body with a tan convertible top. So I really want to redo those cars and bring those cars back. There's a few other cars that I wanted to bring back that are, you know, if the channel goes extremely well, you know, I really wanted to bring back a lot of the cars that you see on a lot of cars that were infamous in New York, or street guy cars in New York. You know, so, you know, I have a few things in mind, you know, paid in full cars like that. You know, but I have a few things in mind, you know, but those are just some. You guys know I want a Murcielago. That's you know, LP 640. That's hands down. V8 Vantage, which, you know, I'm really tempted to get the Vantage next. Like, I'm very, very tempted to get a Vantage next. You know, because the prices on them are very low, and I know they're not going to stay there. You know, so I'm very, very tempted to get one next. And push the Murcielago and the SEC back a little bit, just, you know, so I have the Vantage and I don't have to worry about that later, because I do want one. Perhaps in a stick. A stick would be nice, maybe. I'm not sure yet on that. But, you know, you guys know I want a Lotus Esprit. I really like that car. I don't know if I can fit in it. That's an asterisk next to it. You know, there's a lot of cars I can't fit in. Cars I found that I can't really fit in too much that I had an interest in. The AMG GT, but I stood next to that car and knew I couldn't fit in it. Just the way it looked up, just no chance. You know, the AMG GT, the F-Type, the McLaren 570 is questionable, because I like those. What else did I have? There's a few cars that, you know, even the Aventador and the Murcielago I've heard of extremely tight for somebody my height. You know, so I'm very, I'm hoping, you know, that I can fit in a Lamborghini. That would be, I'm a fit, you know, so, you know, there are a few cars that I want. Skyline R33. No, but the Granturismo was really, this was really this was really one to knock off the list. This was really one that I was proud to knock off the list. This is one that, you know, it's one at the top for me. So, you know, I really, it's really an accomplishment. It's really a statement piece. Like, if you want a Granturismo, if you have an interest in buying one, I would suggest, you know, you go ahead and just and really get one. You won't regret it. Every time I get out of this car, I look back at it and I'm extremely happy with the decision that I made. You know, so. But yeah, guys, I really just wanted to give you guys an update on the car. You know, on the battery for the car and what happened. So people who didn't, you know, maybe if you fast forward to the video and you didn't see it, the battery did die on this car. I was actually driving it. I actually drove it a little bit that day. No, I didn't drive it that day. I drove it the day before a little bit, parked it. Next day, early in the morning, the alarm had went off. So once the alarm went off, I heard the alarm. The alarm was on for a little minute, you know, a little while. I'm not exactly sure how long, but it was on for a little while. I think that's what drained the battery. So I tried to start. I came out, tried to get into the car. The car was completely dead. Nothing on the key worked. So I opened the car manually. Got to the trunk. Now my original battery charger was faulty, so I had to go buy another charger. Okay, I hooked it up. The car started charging. The car was completely dead. The car charged up probably. I left it on overnight just to be sure. I probably started at 11 o'clock, 11 in the morning. I left it on overnight. Car charged up. Then it went on, yeah, so after the battery was done charging went on trickle. Car was sitting on trickle until I started it up. I started it, started fine. I did get some lights talking about the parking brake and the suspension, but I did get those lights prior. So also, the parking brake did not want to disengage. It does have to be reset, and there's something else that has to be reset as well once the battery dies on this car. So once the battery is fully charged up and the car's been running for a minute, a lot of these gremlins will clear out. Do not be alarmed. I did take the car to a trusted mechanic, and they assured me basically this is what happened. I did go on the forums to confirm this is what happened. This is what happens. Okay, so if your parking brake doesn't want to disengage after your battery dies, don't worry. This is all normal stuff. Okay, especially with the doors. The doors won't lock or unlock, and the trunk will also not unlock or unlock. So all of this stuff is normal. Do not panic. Just give the car time. They'll work it out. But yeah, this is basically what was going on. So you guys can basically learn from me. I did go to Advance Auto to buy a battery charger. I did not jump the car. I charged the battery back up and then started it. I did not jump it. Okay, so I don't really know what to do with jumping a car, but battery charger wise, okay, just sit the battery charger on it, let it stay overnight. Okay, by morning it should you let it run. Okay, and it really should work itself out, so that's really the update on the car. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the car and what's going to be going on the channel. So if you haven't already, hit that like, share, subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, hit that notification bell for me, turn on all post notifications, join the VSOP club, stay in tune with us. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.